Hi, my dear student. Welcome to my channel. Today, discussing the topic about dihybrid cross. It is a genetic cross which involves individuals differing in two characters. Dihybrid inheritance is the inheritance of two separate genes, each with two alleles. Law of independent assortment. When two pair of traits are combined in a hybrid, segregation of one pair of characters is independent to the other pair of characters. Genes that are located in different chromosomes assort independently during meiosis. Many possible combination of factors can occur in the gametes. The crossing of two plants differing in two pair of contrasting traits is called dihybrid cross. In dihybrid cross, two characters, color and shape, are considered as a type. Mendel considered the seed shape, that is round and wrinkled, and cottled and color yellow and green, as the two characters. In seed shape, round capital R is dominant over wrinkled small r. In cotton color, yellow, capital Y, is dominant over green, small y. Hence, the pure breeding round yellow parent is represent the genotype, capital R, capital R, capital Y, and the pure breeding green wrinkled parent is represented by the genotype small r, small r, small y. During gamete formation, the paired genes of a character assort out independently of the other pair. During the F1 into F1 fertilization, each zygote with an equal probability receives one of the four combinations from each parent. The resultant gametes thus will be genetically different, and they are following four types: yellow round capital Y capital R 9/16, yellow wrinkled capital I small r 3/16, green round small y capital R 3/16, green wrinkled small y small r 1/16. These four types of gametes of F1 dihybrid unite randomly in the process of fertilization and produce 16 types of individuals in the F2 in the ratio of 9:3:3:1. Mendel 9:3:3:1 dihybrid cross ratio is an ideal ratio based on the probability including segregation, independent assortment, and random fertilization. In sexually reproducing organism, plants from the cotton piece to human beings, Mendel finding laid the foundation for understanding inheritance and re-evolution the field of biology. The dihybrid cross and its result led Mendel to propose second set of generalization that we are called Mendel law of independent assortment. Segregation of gametes. Independent assortment leads to genetic diversity. If an individual produces genetically dissimilar gametes, it is a consequence of independent assortment. Through independent assortment, the maternal and paternal members of all pairs were distributed to gametes, so all possible chromosomal combinations were produced, leading to genetic variation. In sexually reproducing plants or organisms, due to independent assortment, genetic variation takes place, which is important in the process of evolution. The law of segregation is concerned with alleles of one gene, but the law of independent assortment deals with the relationship between genes. Dihybrid experiment. The homozygous pea plant with the yellow round seed has alleles capital Y, capital R for the yellow color and roundness of the seed, respectively. Similarly, the homozygous pea plant with the green wrinkled seed contain the alleles small y and small r for the green color and wrinkleness of seeds. The gametes which are produced by capital Y, capital R and small r plants, capital Y, capital R and small r type respectively. When both parents are crossed, the union of both type of gametes take place to give the F1 hybrid, capital Y, capital R, small r. The F1 hybrid have been found to contain yellow round seed showing the dominance of allele capital Y for yellow color over the recessive allele Y for the green color, and the dominance of allele capital R for roundness over the recessive allele small r for the ringleness of the seed. Now the F1 hybrids have 4 type of alleles, capital Y for yellow color, small y for green color, capital R for round shape, small r for ringleness of seed. During gametogenesis, these 4 alleles may combine the following 4 combination. 1. The allele capital Y may be associated with allele capital R give rise to capital Y capital R combination. Second one, the allele capital Y may be associated with the allele small r to give rise capital Y small r combination. Third one, the allele small y may be associated with the allele capital R to give rise to small y small r combination. Fourth one, the allele small y may be associated with the allele small r give rise to small y small r combination. Thus, 4 type of alleles are assorted independently to produce 4 type of gametes, capital Y, capital R, capital I, small y, capital R and small y, small r. These 4 type of gametes, that is pollen or ovule of F1 hybrid, unite at random in the process of fertilization and produce 16 type of individuals. How does the ringled gene make Mendel piece ringled? Find out the molecular explanation. The protein called starch branching enzyme SPEI is encoded by the wild type allele of the gene capital R which is dominant. When the seed mature, the enzyme SPEI catalyzes the formation of highly branched starch molecules. Normal gene capital R has become interrupted by insertion of extra piece of DNA, that is 0.8 kilobase, into the gene, resulting in small r allele. In the homozygous mutant form of the gene small r which is recessive, the activity of the enzyme SPEA is lost, resulting in ringled piece. The ringled seed accumulates more sucrose and high water content. Hence, the osmotic pressure inside the seed rises. As a result, the seed absorbs more water, and when it matures, it loses water as it dries. So, it becomes ringled at maturation. When the seed has at least one copy of normal dominant gene, heterozygous, the dominant allele helps to synthesize starch, amylopectin, an insoluble carbohydrate with the osmotic balance which minimize the loss of water, resulting in smooth structural round seed. So the dominant allele capital R active enzyme SPEI1. So the linear unbranched starch amylose converted into branched starch amylopectin, that is maybe a round piece. Recessive allele small r inactive enzyme. So the linear branched starch amylose no converted into linear unbranched starch amylose. This is amylopectin. That may be wrinkled piece are there. A case of reverse genetics in Mendel wrinkled character. In the year 1990, a group of scientists working at the John Innes Institute of Norwich, that is UK, cloned the P gene small r, the old name wrinkled W, which determines whether the seed is round or wrinkled. It was shown in the isoform of starch branching enzyme SPEI is present round capital R, capital W, and capital R, or small w, capital W, small w seed, but absent in wrinkled small r, small w seeds. The gene for SPEI found to located in the small r locus, but the gene is interrupted by small DNA sequence that is 0.8 kilobases called transposon-like insertion, due to which aberrant SPI enzyme is produced. The defective enzyme leads to metabolic disturbances in the biosynthesis of starch, lipid and protein. This results in an increase in free sugar due to the failure of starch formation. Such type of a following molecular mechanism of Mendelian traits come under the modern branch of genetics called reverse genetics, that is from DNA to phenotype, as opposed to classical forward genetics, that is from phenotype to DNA. Dihybrid test grass. The F1 hybrid plant round yellow peas is crossed with homozygous double recessive genotype, ringled green pea, small r, small r, small y, small y. This is called dihybrid test grass with the ratio of 1:1:1:1. The parental phenotype of F1 heterozygous round pea and homozygous ringled pea. So they are getting the phenotype ratio 1:1:1:1. The phenotype of round yellow, round green, ringled yellow, ringled green. Phenotype ratio round yellow 25%, round green 25%, ringled yellow 25%, ringled green 25%. Trihybrid grass. The trihybrid grass demonstrate the Mendel law as applicable to the inheritance of multiple traits. Mendel laws of segregation and independent assortment are also applicable to three pair of contrasting character traits is called trihybrid grass. A grass between homozygous parent that differ in the three gene pair that is producing trihybrid is called trihybrid grass. A self-fertilization trihybrid plant form 8 different gametes and 64 different zygote. In this, a combination of 3 single pair grasses operating together. 3 contrasting characters of a trihybrid grass: the parental tall yellow round and dwarf green ringled. The F1 generation tall yellow round, that the phenotype ratio 27:9:9:9:3:3:3:3:1. Evaluation. In Mendel experiment with cotton pea, round seed shape capital R was dominant over ringled seed small r. Yellow cotyledon capital Y was dominant over green cotyledon small y. What are the expected phenotype in the F2 generation of the grass capital R, capital Y into small r, small y. Option A, only round seed with green cotyledons. Option B, only ringled seed with yellow cotyledons. Option C, only ringled seed with green cotyledons. Option D, round seed with yellow cotyledon and ringled seed with yellow cotyledon. So the correct answer, round seed, option D, round seed with yellow cotyledons and ringled seed with yellow cotyledon. Second question, in pea plants, yellow seeds are dominant to green. If heterozygous yellow seed plant is crossed with a green seeded plant, what ratio of yellow and green seeded plant would we expect in the F1 generation? Option A, 9:1. Option B, 1:3. Option C, 3:1. Option D, 50:50. So the correct answer, option D, 50:50. Third question, in a test grass involving F1 dihybrid flies, more parental type offspring were produced than the recombination type of offspring. This indicates option A, the 2 genes are located on 2 different chromosomes. Option B, chromosome failed to separate during meiosis. Option C, the 2 genes are linked but present on the same chromosome. Option D, both of the characters are controlled by more than one gene. So the correct answer, option C, The two genes are linked and present on the same chromosome. Question number 4. Which of the following explain how progeny can possess the combination of traits that none of the parent possessed? Option A, law of segregation. Option B, chromosome theory. Option C, law of independent assortment. Option D, polygenic inheritance. So the correct answer option C, law of independent assortment. Question number 5. Mendel obtained ring-gilled seed in pea due to the deposition of sugar instead of starch. It was due to which enzyme? Option A, amylase. Option B, invertase. Option C, diastase. Option D, absence of starch branching enzyme. So the correct answer option D, absence of starch branching enzyme. Question number 6. The ratio in a dihybrid test grass between two individuals is given by option A 2:1, option B 1:2:1, option C 3:1, option D 1:1:1:1. So the correct answer option D 1:1:1:1. Question number 7. The phenotype ratio of trihybrid grass in F2 generation is. So the option A 27:9:9:9:3:3:3:1. Option B 9:3:3:1. Option C 1:4:6:4:1. Option D 27:9:3:3:9:1:2:1. So the correct answer option A 27:9:9:9:3:3:3:1. Question number 8. What is dihybrid grass? Question number 9. State the law of independent assortment. Question number 10. Mention the 4 type or resultant of dihybrid grass. Question number 11. Explain about dihybrid grass. Question number 12. Explain the significance of test grass.